All right, Jared Mosley, ACU's Director of Athletics, he makes the Lone Star Conference era starting five, and I know the world wants to know, was there an independent group tallying the votes to make sure that the books weren't cooked?
I don't know. I mean, the only thing I can probably say is if my kids got hold of a few ballots, and I know Brandon Stover said every time he came to a game, he marked the box. So
vote early and vote often.
Yeah,
that's what we always say.
Probably owe a lot of this recognition to Brandon Stover.
Yeah, job security is big. Your assistant baseball coach. A lot of people who know you as the athletics director, who's hired all these terrific coaches, now don't remember you as a player. But you were on that great 1999 team that was a hair's breadth away from making the Elite Eight. Tell me about that season and what you remember. There's one big shot I know you remember.
Yeah, I mean, that whole tournament experience was just amazing. And I think the thing about that year that stands out is we didn't qualify for the conference tournament. I mean, the conference was that deep, and we didn't qualify for it. That was when the top four teams in the South made it in, and we finished fifth. And so we really weren't anticipating a bid, and to get that news that Sunday night was just amazing. And we went in and had a great run, and I think really without having a lot of expectation going into that tournament, we were able to play really loose and really free, and just had a really, really good run. So something we'll always definitely remember and hang on to.
One of the members of the starting five not here is Peter Kaganya. For folks who didn't see him play, tell us about Peter.
I mean, Peter was relentless. I mean, Pete he could do just about anything he wanted to. He could shoot it from outside. He was a great rebounder. I mean, that's probably where I think we leaned on him a lot, was he just had a knack for getting around the basketball and being able to get trash buckets and things on that team. The years after I finished, Peter was the man. I mean, he was the guy that the team really relied on and looked to score, but he ended up being a great asset for us. And, one of those things we were fortunate that year to have some big bodies, a lot of guys inside who could bang, and I think anytime you can get a little depth there, it always helps late in the season.
Let me get you to put your other hat on now for a moment, the Director of Athletics here. And what is a night like Saturday night at Moody Coliseum bringing these terrific players? We just saw a picture of the 5 women's players who are here. Better than 10,000 points represented in those 5 players. What does a night like this mean as ACU begins really to turn its attention from the Lone Star to the Southland Conference?
I think anytime we can bring individuals back and connect them back to the school, and certainly everybody that was named to this team this year is extremely deserving and put in a ton of time and energy while they were student athletes here. And I just love getting to see a lot of faces that we haven't seen, to see teammates come back to support those who are being honored, and to just hear the stories and see the excitement. And that's what, the further out you get from your playing days, those are the things that you really dwell on. You think about the relationships and the people who you were in the trenches with and who had an impact in your experience here. And so just to be able to create that and give people an opportunity to come back is always special.